another one. So today, guys, we got to finish up on Rose. We got to do the do a quick oil change on her. I'm gonna do the thermostat, and we're gonna put fresh coolant, because I noticed that it runs hot. Like, I noticed that it runs hot, but hold on, let me show you. So been running it for about 20-30 minutes. Let it go drop off clean. And you see a temp gauge. It's right on the middle. Now, I like to keep it like a little bit under, and I'm gonna show you how we achieve that. But let's get back to the lab. Okay, so just like that, I'm back at the lab. So today, what we got? If I get a chance, I'm gonna try to refill the AC and do the cabin air filter. The O2 sensors, I'm not sure if we'll get to in this video, but for sure we're gonna do this. So we got oil, got an oil filter. Hopefully they give us the right one. If not, we're gonna have to go back to the store. We got a thermostat. Hopefully that's also the right one. And we got some coolant. All right, so let's get Rose on the jack stands, get her up in the air, and let's get to work. All right, finally got big girl in the air. See, jack stands, my biggest jack stand, highest left. She's a big girl, But all right, so I'm gonna change the oil, thermostat. Thermostat's right down there. We saw in the previous video. First, we're gonna get this cover off, air box off, and so we could get to that. All right. All right, so I got the air box out. Yeah, so that's your mount, one of the engine mounts. I mean, they're fine for now, but eventually we're gonna replace those over the winter. That's that. If I touch, this hose is so crumbly, I don't wanna touch it, but I'm gonna look and see. We definitely need to replace this. It's torn right there. So that's the reason for all your air leaks. It's coming from that thing. But I'm not gonna touch it, like I said, because I don't want it to break. Okay. So flip it around. So under Rose. Yeah, so something's leaking up there. Something's leaking back there. Long drive shaft. Like I said, this vehicle is 4-wheel drive. Gas tank right there. And I believe that is the I just saw it. Where is it? Yeah, that is the charcoal canister. Now, I believe, and Doug, leave it in the comments if I'm right. I believe these get clogged, correct? And I know the other valve under the hood, we ordered that, waiting for that to come in. But I believe there's a way that you can empty this. So, yeah, Doug, just leave it in the comments. How do we clean the charcoal canister on these Santa Fe's? All right, shout out to you, shout out to Chip, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole Built fam. All right, guys, so off the visual, like we always do, we're looking at an oil pan gasket. There's a filter, we're about to replace that. I might go run and grab it if they have it while I'm under here. Yeah, so definitely gonna change this transmission pan out. We're gonna drain that. That's a drain plug for the transmission. These mounts are scuzzy. These O2 sensors seen better days, so we got new ones of those. Flex pipe is ripped there. Yeah, and just, you know, it's an old vehicle, you know. So it's funny because this is the same exact hose that was leaking on Marge. So we're gonna have to get that replaced and take it to the homies over at the shop, and where we took Marge at, and get that replaced. But overall, I mean, everything looks good. I didn't get back there yet. I'm just working my way back. That you know. All right, just like that, parts are quiet. Like I said, when you're doing jobs like this and you're replacing something like we were doing just an oil change, and you see that it needs a gasket and it's not that tough, just replace it while you're in there. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of trouble later on. But let's get back to the lab. All right, letting it drain out. Letting it drain out all the way. Got the oil cap off. And yeah, just simple oil change. I ain't gonna bore you with that stuff. But let's get the new filter on. And shout out to AutoZone. Hopefully this is the right one. Here's the part number. If y'all doing the oil change on a Santa Fe, 2001 to 2005. All right, and the code for those are SMs. Like Avante is MD, the code is SM. Just a little fun fact for all y'all Hyundai freaks out there. Piston. Piston. Let that drain. Oh boy. Today's messy day. Yes. So hoses didn't need to replace, just clean those and got it all straightened out. Soaking. Spray that PB blaster. That's the downstream. And the upstream is right there. Right there. But all of this I have to take that out. I have to take that out because it's covering the oil pan bolts. So, but I had to take that down anyway. So, yep. Fun times, fun times. Oil filters on. All right, so new thermostat in, hoses back in, everything's all buttoned up. Next, we got to do the oil pan gasket. So just got the coil packs out and the plugs out. Got all that out. Next up, got to do them O2 sensors. Like I said, we scavenging this thing for parts. Taking these parts, the old. We got the coil packs out, the plugs out. Kind of crusty. They're not super bad. Alright. And like I said, if you watch a previous video, we numbered all of them. So we're going to put them back in exact order. So we just swapped them out. Got the bolts there. Messages of the day. Just because something's old doesn't mean it doesn't work just as good or even better. So this is a classic can of liquid wrench super penetrant. And we just sprayed on the O2 sensors. So yeah, so next video we're going to get the O2 sensors out and it's going to start transferring stuff over because we gotta start getting it ready. Let's go. Pick a wrench.